Alright there, so I'm using Jing right now, and I've been making recordings of me and web screens and going around and teaching teacher type stuff here. But I like Jing, but I'm not going to pay for the licensed copy of it because I'm just not going to. So what I've done is I found a workaround. So when you save a file, and I don't want it on screencast either because they have control of your files and you can't get anywhere near as creative with it. So what I've done is you're limited to 5-minute blocks now with the non-paid for version of Jing, and you can only save the file in a shockwave format, which doesn't really tie together with anything these days, although I did find this wonderful product which I'll show you in a minute here. So these right here are shockwave files, shockwave flash. You'll notice just by the icons they're just whited out on my computer here, just a blank white piece of paper, because they don't have anything associated with it. And I do have the K-Lite codec pack, and I do use Media Player Classic as well as the newer modern apps and everything. They don't like shockwave. So what I will do is I will make my videos with Jing, and I'll stack them up here on my desktop. These are all in order. It saves them in date time order, so it all goes through here nicely, right? This one here, you'll notice, is an MP4, which works great with just about everything these days. And I'll show you how we get that. So what I've been doing is I'll stack this here. So this file is also an MP4. It's been converted. This one's an MP4. It's been converted. And I'll end up converting each one of these. Basically, they're 5-minute blocks here. And I use this really cool program here. See, this is what I just converted here. It's called Swivel. But I could hit go back and show you how to set it up, but I'm not going to because the startup is really cool for Swivel. So now I run Swivel, and I love the startup. It sounds so cool. Listen. So Swivel is cool. You can tell by its production and its presentation here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the next one in the list, which got chopped in this video, unfortunately. So I'll pick it right here from the desktop, and the next one in the list is this file right here. So I'll pick that one. It'll open it up in here. Now here's where the trick comes in. See these shockwave files here that get created? They have a stop bit, and that's why you have to click the play button, and the resolution's kind of tricky. They use that as an encryption to prevent this sort of thing, but I've learned and I've researched and stuff, and I've basically taught myself, which I'm proud of, because this is a free program, like totally free, wonderful program, props. And then I click up and boom, and I really probably only need to get past the first frame, but I skip 5 frames because that's so minor that I'm not even taking a chance. So I bump the start position up to the 5th frame. And then I could go through these settings here, but you know what? MP4 is a perfectly good format for editing and what have you. And I just click convert. And you can see it starts. And this is actually a moving taskbar now. If I didn't advance the frames, this would be stuck right here. So this is me doing my demonstration here. And that's it. So this is boring, so I'm gonna hit stop now, and I'll go on in a minute. Okay, on this video I got carried away. I tried to get things done too quickly here and forgot to bump up the frame rate. As you can see, it's just sticking here on encoding to video. It's the 1547 shockwave file, and it's been here for a couple minutes, so I'm just gonna hit cancel, which might not even work. There it goes. It looks like it took it. But this is what happens with the Jing protector frame. Alright, it's not happening. So maybe I can close it up here. So I'm going to have to reach down here, and I'm going to have to right click on it, close the window that way. Alright, I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but we'll fire Swivel back up again, and I'll just show you. gotta like Jim Bob Cooter and you gotta like the swivel. They're both your friends. So here we'll go back to the 1547 file, and we will make sure to bump up the start point to 5. Chugging right along. Thank you. Alright, so now we're going to start up the Movie Maker and assemble all of our clips that we've created in Jing, and now we've used Swivel to translate. So, you know, we create the recordings in Jing, they save as a shockwave file, we bring them up in Swivel, and we convert them into MP4s, which we now import into Microsoft Movie Maker. So Movie Maker, it's pretty easy to get. It's part of the Microsoft Essentials pack in Windows 10. You can go out and get that. It should just come with Windows 7. I believe it does with Windows 8 as well. But it's also free, so we'll run it now. This is what the Windows 10 version of Movie Maker looks like. So here we've got all of our shockwave files that we've assembled, so it's all the parts. And these are all the MP4s in this row that we've made. So we'll just start dragging them into Movie Maker. Whoops. There we go. We drag those into Movie Maker, one after the other, after the other, after the other, until we've chained them all together. And sometimes you lose your count, so it's good that you count out loud. That's what I do when I put these together. And that looks like all of them. So we'll just take one last look here. Lots of different options, lots of ways you can add transitions, you can put all kinds of effects and subtitles into it. You can dither in, dither out, you can add music. On this recording right here that we're doing, I actually had the microphone shut off on the original recording, so now I'm actually dubbing the sound in for this very video here that I'm showing us make. So, a lot of features, a lot of things you can do with Microsoft Movie Maker for being free and basically coming free with the operating system. It's not bad, and as you can see, you can look in the menu bar, you can see that you can put these on right to Facebook, right to Vimeo, right to YouTube. So really, really useful. If you'll also see an icon, that's where you could save the movie. All kinds of different types and formats that are recommended for different devices. You can save as an AVI, as a WMV, as an MP4, as an MPG. So here's some of the examples right there. You can create your own custom ones as well. Thank you. So now I'm back in Movie Maker one more time here. I've decided that I am going to build this as a movie. I've put everything together. I've even added a few captions in here, you know. So I've done some playing around. You could put titles, make it like Star Wars when it starts, whatever you need to do. Then hit file here. I save to the computer and then I dump it to YouTube. I don't just automatically put it on YouTube. So I don't change the title till I feel like it, but I'll just start it up and that's it. Thanks.